First things first, with making a chicken hat, we will start with the ear flaps. And then I will show you how to join them, and then we will begin to work the body of the hat. To start the first ear flap, we'll make a slip stitch and chain 4. Into the 4th chain from the hook, or the very first chain that we made, I'm going to make a double crochet. This will give me my first V-stitch. Then I will chain 2 and make 4 double crochet down the first post of that V-stitch. Then I will chain 3 and then slip stitch into the back hump of the first chain I made. That will give me my picot stitch. Now I will work 5 double crochet. So I made my picot and I turned my work to the right. And I will make 5 double crochet up the second post of that V-stitch. That will give me my first feather. We are going to chain 4, which will count as our double crochet in a chain 1. Then we will double crochet back into where we started. So in this edge, I pick up both of those legs, and then I work a double crochet. That makes my first V-stitch. I will then chain 1 and V-stitch into the center space of the first feather I made. The V-stitch will always be double crochet, chain 1, double crochet. This is my second V-stitch for this row. I will chain 1 and into the top of the first double crochet. So we have our chain 2 and then that first double crochet. We will work a V-stitch. Now I will chain 2, turning my work to the right. I will work 4 double crochet down the first post. Now I'm going to chain 3, slip stitch into the back of my first chain. I'm going to fold my work, pushing the second leg of that V-stitch out. And I'm going to turn my work to the right. So I folded it. I can access this next post or leg, and I will make my 5 double crochet. Now I will unfold my work and holding my yarn towards me, I will slip stitch into the next V-stitch. Just turning my work position myself to work the next V. So feather in one V-stitch, slip stitch in the next, feather in the next. I'm gonna fold my work and make 5 double crochets down that first post. Chain 3, turning your work as needed. Slip stitch into the first. I'm going to turn my work and fold it open. So those 5 double crochet go to the right side of the work. That reveals my next and last V-stitch post for this row. And I will work 5 double crochet. So that will be my second feather row, which will be my 4th row of the pattern. So row 1 was our first V-stitch, feathers, V-stitch, feathers. Now I'm going to start on my 5th row, which will be a V-stitch row. So when I set myself up for my next V-stitch row, I will always chain 4 and double crochet in the same. That's my first V-stitch. I will always chain 1 between these V-stitch, and every center space of the feather will get a V-stitch, and every space in between feathers will get a V-stitch. So I'm going to make my next V-stitch. Chain 1. V-stitch in between the feathers, chain 1, V-stitch in the center of the feather, chain 1, and then again I will V-stitch in the top of that first double crochet on our previous feather. Chain 2, work 4 double crochet, turning your work as you need to, chain 3, slip stitch into that first chain, fold your work to get to that next post, and make your 5 double crochet. Then I will open it up, and this is my very next V-stitch. I'm going to go in from the front, pull up a loop, slip stitching it through, turning my work to the right, folding it back so I can get into the next V-stitch, the first post, my 5 double crochet, chain 3, slip stitch to the first, rotate and fold it so that you can get to the next leg of that V-stitch, 5 double crochet, now I'm gonna open my work up and go into the next V-stitch, pull up a loop, slipping it through, rotating my work, folding it to get to the next V, making 5 double crochet, chain 3, slip stitch into the back hump of the first chain, rotate, pull out the last leg of that last V-stitch, and make your 5 double crochet. Now, to finish this ear flap, we are going to do one more V-stitch row. So chain 4, double crochet in the same, chain 1, V-stitch in the center of the first feather, chain 1, V-stitch between feathers, chain 1, V-stitch in the feather, chain 1, V-stitch in between, chain 1, V-stitch in the center, chain 1, V-stitch in the top of the first double crochet from the first feather of the previous row. So that is my next V-stitch row. Chain 1, 2, turning my work to the right so I can work my 4 double crochet, chain 3, slip stitch in that back hump, fold and rotate your work, chain 5 or 5 double crochet up the next post. I'm going to open my work and slip stitch into that next V-stitch. Rotate my work and fold it to make my feather into the next V-stitch. The one after that will be a slip stitch, a feather stitch, a slip stitch, a feather stitch. I will meet you at the end of this row. Okay, so my first ear flap is done. I have 4 feather rows and it's 4 feathers wide. I'm going to trim and tie off my first ear flap. You will not trim off your second ear flap. So now you're going to make this exactly the same for the other side. Okay, I finished my other ear flap. So now I have 2 ear flaps. I am going to chain 7 and then slip join it to the top of the first double crochet on this last feather row. I'm going to go right in. And then I will trim and tie off my yarn.